Three, two, one.
But dang, that was kind of loud.
Yes, it was.
Why you do that?
I did it so that if like in the audio file, I'll see the sharp rise,
Hmm.
and so I can just cut there.
Okay,
But I
that's
need
fair.
to do it again. All right, there we go. Hello. Can you? Hello. Could you please state your name?
You know, it's the man Jay. I'm kidding. It's Justin. It's Justin. It's Justin. It's Justin.
I'm gonna be real. We're gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna be real. All right. So first, you would consider yourself a consumer of media, correct?
Absolutely.
What media have you consumed over the past, like recently? What media have you consumed recently?
So I'm on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's that. There's Instagram, TikTok. I'm still on Snapchat, like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the main platforms that I go to.
Okay. Do you watch TV often?
Um, got Netflix more than
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But they kind of falling off. I'm gonna be honest. Netflix, you gotta tighten up, bro. You gotta tighten up.
Don't worry. Netflix is adding WWE soon.
Yeah, no, but like, but like, bro, I'm trying to watch some other stuff. Like, they took off Soul Eater. I'm mad. I'm mad they took off Soul Eater. That's what
Oh
hurt me
yeah,
the
they
worst.
did.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I was pissed. I was like,
Yeah.
y'all can't do that. And it was dubbed too. It was dubbed with no. It was dubbed with no ads. No ads, bro. I
Dubbed
gotta go
Soul
on.
Eater with no
I gotta
ads.
go on Hulu, and they keep. I'm not getting premium for that. I'm not. No.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Uh, all right. So into the first big question: with the evolution of media consumption, audiences have become more and more active in their participation. In what ways have you become an active member of media consumption?
All right. For starters,
Mm-hmm.
y'all got me on the streams.
Uh-huh.
You know,
WODU Gaming has you on streams,
shout out
yes.
WODU. Shout out W.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but that with the person on the stream, it has me getting has me being a little bit more communicative actually, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a quiet person, so I just be whatever comes in my mind. Now I'm just letting out as if y'all watch the streams, you know what the vibe is. You'll see.
We'll put some footage of the streams just up right
Right.
now. Yeah.
Let's see. I guess I could say with Instagram and Snapchat, I don't post myself. It kind of just gives me perspective,
Mm-hmm.
as most information that you find is usually on social media. It's not really on the news like that no more.
Mm-hmm.
They, just getting bits and pieces of information, then I can research it on my own, all that good stuff. It's it's interesting how that works too, because like
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't expect social. You would think that you would think that the news would have some type of information, have the information that come out like I don't know, like 2000s. Usually
Mm-hmm.
receive it from there, but now it's just find it on you can find it on Snap, you can find it on TikTok, Instagram, Face Facebook is a Facebook is more popular for that, and I think Twitter is as well, because they
Mm-hmm.
usually post some of the.
Are you not a Twitter person?
I'm not a Twitter person. Like, nah, I'm not a Twitter person. Let me stop capping. I'm not a Twitter person. I'm not a Twitter person.
You-
It'll get there, but like, I don't know. Twitter has information, and it's got some other stuff that I'm just like, bro, I'm not. Swipe left.
Swipe
Swipe
left.
left.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey.
Okay. All right. So you said you watch a lot of YouTube, right?
Yep.
Um. So have you become more active in like YouTube comment sections, trying to like help improve media, or like the media you watch on YouTube, or have you just like kind of just been letting that flow?
As for comments, I do tend to comment a little bit more, but then
Mm-hmm.
again, the people that I tend to watch are already in the high status popularity. So then not to say that it gets pushed over to the side, but it's not as I say noticeable as somebody that's coming up and then like uh, trying to make a name for themselves. Then
Mm-hmm.
again, I still do have a couple people that I do that are a little bit lower notice,
Mm-hmm.
but for those, I do in general, I do try to comment to see, like, hey, like this, really like something about this, or if I try to, it's a very low chance, but if
Mm-hmm.
I try to offer some form of assistance, because that could also backfire very quickly. Like it's, I, oh, yeah, that could go wrong.
You sound like you have stories about it.
I mean, I do, but it just I thought I was being helpful. That's like when I first started to try to comment.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something that I just didn't understand. Like some when people are creating content, it's not just as simple as it wasn't as simple as creating content. I had the dumb mindset of there's they post videos stuff like that. Like I didn't understand there's editing, making sure certain things are straight. I didn't know the routes they were taking. I didn't know their routes.
Uh-huh.
So when I did do it, it was just like, and then on top of that, it's not just me that does it. It's like billions of other people that do it.
Mm-hmm.
So then they get that on a daily basis, and as much as it could be good criticism, but at the same time, it's still their style. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to take into account that they're gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day, and they don't always need assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have a plan. So it was just like once I did that, it was just like, and they're supposed to be real with themselves. So
Yeah.
it's like they're just
Mm-hmm.
gonna be honest with you, like bro, like I don't need none of that. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets them pissed off, understandably so.
Yeah.
Because I'd get pissed off. I'd be like, hey yo, who asked you? Get off my stream, bro. Like I don't know who you are. Who are you? Are you even noted? Are you even on YouTube? Like bro, I kid you not. I was stressed. I was like, yo, I actually put myself in that position. That's tough. Cause bro, I was like, if it was an Apex stream, and I'm like, on some Apex streams when they're like, yo, you gotta snap your controller a bit more to get the angles. I'm like, dude just came out the cut, said like, bro, are you even on a streaming platform? Like, what are you talking about? Like, don't come at me because don't give me advice. You don't even have a platform to get on. I'm like, all right. You right.
got it.
You got it. Yeah, it's a win on your case. My fault, bro. I didn't know your gameplay.
All right. So, would you say that the rise of social media has impacted how you consume media?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's have to take it with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier, you get information from social media,
Mm-hmm.
but some of that information is not always how it seems to be. It's like one side of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think of an exact situation. I don't need to think of an exact situation. There's a bunch of them. Like
Mm-hmm.
the story with Blueface and Krishan Rock.
Mm.
That went over. Jesus Christ.
I forgot
Right?
that was a thing until you reminded
Right.
me.
Like that just that thing just was going on for what, like couple months or something? I don't even remember how long it was for.
That was for a while.
And then I was like, where is this coming from? Like, first, Blueface. I already knew Blueface was kind of on his yo, what's up? Like, was it hit me up type face. I didn't know he was gonna. I didn't think that was gonna get married or nothing like that. I was like, I know she with him, he with her, but I was like, hey, this look iffy. This look iffy. Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about Krishan. Krishan kind of go wild. She look like she about to hit stick somebody if they talk incorrectly. Blueface just says fuck it. Blueface just says fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm like, you're playing with a rock. You're not playing with fire. You're playing with somebody that might elbow. Like, it's not okay.
Might do the people's elbow.
Hey, yo, watch your jet. But yeah, no, I was like, I kept hearing portions and bits about it, and I'm like, how true is this?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have videos and stuff like that, but I'm like, I don't know what to, figure out what's actually true, because then there's the videos and photos, there's comments of people saying they heard such and such else. So it's like, it's weird, I guess, to say in a sense. It's very, you gotta be careful what you get very careful of what you intake into, and make sure that you actually research and understand what's going on in that situation if you're interested about it. Of course, because if you're not interested about it, then it's like, get that shit off my way. Get that off my feet, bro. I don't want to see that.
Swipe left. Swipe left. All right. How would you say that your taste in media has changed over the years? Like your taste in like shows, movies, or even like social media? YouTube is also included in this.
YouTube is also included. Great, because I was about to start off with YouTube, because that's what I mainly used. Like as a kid, I started off strictly YouTube. I was watching like Minecraft videos, I'm not saying I'm Belize number one, but I was like, once I heard of him, I was watching him. Good couple of what was the game? Lots of gameplays. Lots of gameplays. That's because I didn't have the game myself. I had to, it was a struggle.
It's a canon event for like most kids, like most people of like our age group, to kind of just like watch games that they didn't have.
Facts. I was like, bro, Destiny, I was like, whenever I couldn't get the DLC, I'm like, all right, what I gotta do? What came out? Let me know. But yeah, there's that. And as I got older, that's when I associated myself with Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. And, for that, like I said earlier, it gives me the world, and it gives me the information about the world that news doesn't pop up like that. So if I didn't have it, then I wouldn't know half of what's going on in the world currently, because nothing really pops up on I don't really hear, like, I have CNN on my phone. I don't get much notifications on that. It's not nothing crazy. It's like they use CNN usually talks about, like, I don't know, like weather in some area, or they usually go on the political side, but they don't really talk about anything like going on other than politics in the country. So I'm like, that kind of sucks. I don't really anything else. It's like, yeah, yo, what's happening with Chris Rock, or what's happening with celebrities. If there's something that happened on the news, maybe an earthquake or whatever, they don't even do earthquakes and nothing like that. I'm like, yo,
that's crazy.
Right? You know what? They never mentioned. What was it? 2 years ago? They had wasn't there an ice storm that happened?
That sounds correct.
Yeah. No, they didn't mention that. They did not mention that at all. They did not mention any portion of an ice, like, I know it,
that's
like,
kind of spectacular,
right? Like, I was tweaking, because I was like, woke up, open the blinds, what the fuck? What the fuck?
It's just ice pelleting at you, just
right. Like, all the trees are icicles. I'm like, when did this happen? What did I wake up to?
All right. So now we've gotten to the part of the interview where we're going to do a quick little or phrase association, rather.
Okay.
All right, first phrase: hate watching. What are your thoughts on hate watching? Do I have to explain what hate watching is?
Go ahead. It's simply because one of my friends accused me of like watching. So
Like watching. Okay, no. That's
But-
not. It's not that. It's not that. Like watching and hate watching are not the same thing. Like watching is not what I'm talking about. Hate
Okay.
watching. Okay, so imagine there's a show that you don't like, right? However, you keep watching or consuming that content over and over, like continuously consuming that content. What do you think of that?
What are you watching it for? Like, what do you?
Okay, let me give it an example. So,
Okay.
a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
didn't like Dragon Ball Super when it first came out. However, they kept watching it basically every week.
But like, I get. Okay, I can think of two reasons for this.
Mhm.
One, they are a Dragon Ball fan and they want
Mhm.
to see if it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Two, the second one though, it's like I can't even come up with a reasonable explanation. Like you're just watching it, you're just giving yourself a headache. Like honestly, what are you still watching it for? Like I understand. The only way I could understand is if you were a fan of that it's not technically series, but just the whole thing entirely. Like
Mhm.
you've watched it from day one. You want to see how it turns out now. But anybody else, it's like you're just doing it. Like stop it, get some help.
Stop it, get some help.
Like there's no reason for you to be. There's no reason for you to watch it. It's like anything else. If you don't like what somebody's creating, then just move away from it. Go somewhere else. You don't gotta do nothing. You don't gotta keep watching it.
So, have you ever like hate watched something?
I don't. No, I don't think I. No, I
Really?
don't recall any memory of me doing it. Like anything that I watched and just did not like, I usually just never. I usually just don't touch it. Like my,
Mm-hmm.
and then 9 times out of 10, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I don't have any feeling towards it.
Mm.
So I don't consider it hate watching exactly.
Okay.
I'm cool. I'm neutral about it.
Okay,
I don't have
alright.
any negative comments on it.
So, what you're saying is you loved Oshinoko.
I said neutral or like.
Okay, all right. So our next phrase is live streaming. Now, live streaming and live streaming are two different things. Live streaming is basically streaming your life. Like you know what a vlog is?
Yeah.
Basically that, but like continuously.
Yeah, like daily basis.
Yes.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's reasonable for people to do that, but you have to. I want to say there are boundaries. There are boundaries when I feel like there are boundaries when doing that type of thing, just like anything else. And then on top of that, you have to be a very extroverted person. I feel like you have to be an extroverted person. You cannot be an introvert. You can't really be an introvert in that situation because you have to want to show people, hey, this is what I do on a daily basis. I'm gonna walk you through it. Come with me and experience this. It's interesting to see people do it. I for sure will never do that. I for sure will never. No. You kidding me? I'm inside the box. Nah.
Okay, so that's from a creation side. What do you think from like a viewer side? Like, what do you think of live streaming from a viewer side? Like, if you're viewing somebody live streaming,
I wouldn't have me personally. I wouldn't have interest in it because I don't know. I wouldn't want to see somebody. I wouldn't want to see a live streamer. Just, I mean, I get there's the occasional ones, but the day to day basis that doesn't really interest me because I'm
Mm-hmm.
like no disrespect, what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't really see much interest into what you're doing on a daily basis. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't really need to be there for that.
Unless you're like doing a lot. Like if you're doing something spectacular on a
Yeah,
daily
like
basis, then it's fine.
it's just gonna like it's gonna keep going and you're gonna most likely see the same thing unless like you said you're doing something amazing or spectacular on like a daily basis. But
Like
that's
like today we went to Disney World. Tomorrow we're going to France.
yeah, and that's gonna anybody that does it, you're costing hundreds of thousands. I'm like you're putting a mill every single week.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
if I find somebody, if Mr. Beast, yeah, you gonna have to be on some Mr. Beast vibes.
Uh-huh.
He gonna have to send you slide you some quick funds for that, bro. I don't know what to tell you, but I was like, I mean, yeah, if you do still they do what they do, that's cool. Me personally, I wouldn't find much interest to it because then they get boring over time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's at least in my mind.
All right. And last question. How do you feel about YouTube removing the dislike feature?
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back, bro.
Bring it
Like, what
back.
do you like? Okay, I get that it's supposed. I can understand their reasoning a little bit,
Okay.
but
So they didn't remove the dislike feature. What they did is remove the dislike counter from the viewers. However, the creator can still see it.
okay.
What do you feel about that?
They still gotta bring back the original one. I don't know
Yeah.
what to tell you, man.
Bring back the
They gotta like. It's just what you hiding it for? Like it's an account. It's there. If people don't like it, well, hold on. Let me think. Let me cook up my brain real quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cause then it's only for the account. It's only for the person with the account to see. It's not like we can't do it ourselves. It's that we can still do it. It's just that they put it there. I guess I feel like what they should do is if you have if you have the like and dislike, maybe that could mix in with the comments itself.
Mm.
Like if you dislike a video and you want to explain your explain to yourself why, other than the fact that you just don't like it. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Like don't
Yeah.
like that's dumb. I don't understand. If somebody were to do that, then like I said earlier, streamer, I like go step off, bucko, push off. Like I don't know why you're here. But if they wanted to have, I guess, if they wanted to give out constructive criticism,
Okay.
so where it's not just them being like I said, I don't like it. It's like, bro, what do you don't like? Like, what are you 5? Explain yourself, bro. Like, don't be a prick. Don't be a custard, bro. That's
Don't
what
be a
I'm saying.
custard.
Don't be one of those people.
Understandable. All right. Thank you for joining me today.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Pleasure
much.
to be here. Thank you. Thank you.